Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We are continuing on with Clifford the Big Red Dragon and his other homie dragon Chronosits and this puppy dog, Leonida the Titress. We are the purebred doggos and we've had a pretty good start. We're on a cool Pangea map that has all these nice different terrains all around us. A lot of stuff is getting fractured at the moment, but we've started / been sort of backed into a corner. So we have the oven down here, very aptly named, on the edge of all this lava zone. We recently just unlocked some blood glass and the like. We have a vassal here, and under this. This guy though is got us boxed in at Mosicorium. He is a vassal belonging to this vampire city state who actually really likes us. I'm not sure what to do with that information yet. But to our east, we have Paul the Dune Worm, and we have Swamp Queen Morena, both of whom really don't like us. So today, we're going to clear out a couple of these last little infestations. I'd like to get a second outpost, my only outpost down here, so we can build a third city. And then start marching across Bridgedale and into this territory. Start beating these guys up. So, that's going to be the plan. We're 30 turns in. We haven't done anything for the Fires of War. That's the thing, I guess, is we can't really have any alliances because the moment that triggers, everybody goes to war with everybody. So really what we want is just a lot of vassals. And it is St. Patrick's Day here, so we're doing a little bit of celebrating, but nothing too crazy. We're beating up Paul the Dune Worm mostly because of it. Arctic blizzards revealed. All surface combat is affected by snowstorms. Units in these provinces suffer Arctic blizzards. Cannot regenerate -2 vision, universal camouflage. Thankfully, we're in the south, so there's not a lot of that. There's a bit of it over here. I think we just had a big fight against one of these guys last turn, but we'll fight him again. We got ourselves another archer to add into the squad. You got yourself a stonemason. And yeah, I think I'll go straight for that town hall. Now. I can pick up another part around the rallying throne, which would be smart. And it also touches this farmland, which I said I was going to make into a farmstead, which means I can make that into a farm, and then you're surrounded by farms. There's no special thing on this that says like, oh, it has to be blank or blank. So let's do that. We'll pop a farm there. We now have direct access into Mosicorium as well. So if we wanted to do something like put a teleporter here, we could. Come on now. My cat heard me starting another video, so she was like, I better come in and say hi to everybody. You coming up? Yeah, you are. We have a scout down here exploring our first found artifact site. And then I guess let's queue this bad boy up. It's 17 versus 9, but it's against the Blood Axe Arc. So, Mona, what do you think? Do we have to fight this, or could we auto-resolve it? We recently just got our first longbows unlocked, and our first army is getting up to legendary rank, which is pretty cool. We have a couple of champion zealots there as well. I'm curious what they get for their medal, because they used to be fighters, so they would have gotten a brawler medal. But now that they're magic fighters, they might get anything. St. Patrick was before the Protestants even a thing. He's known for driving the snakes from Ireland. I thought they said that like the snakes were the Protestants, or maybe they were the Catholics. I can't remember. There's all sorts of interpretations. If I would be Irish, I would have the best birthdays every year. Is today your birthday, VM? That's very exciting if so. Honestly, you don't really have to be Irish to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and one might even argue the Irish mostly hate it because it's such a bastardization of the culture. Am I too loud? I'm sorry, Mona. Little ASMR. What have I meant to do? Here here I am trying to make videos on the internet for people. And Mona is like, this is about me. I'm the video now. One day someone will edit a supercut of all of you together. But it's not gonna be me. Alright, how's the auto combat look? It's real bad. So let's fight this. We can do better. Ooh, cool blood glass. Does blood glass have like a special thing if you stand next to it? No. So we also have a pain bringer. Tormenting lash, shadow step. I actually kind of forgot that this unit exists. It is a Burnley Ancient. If this isn't a step on me, Dami Mummy, I don't know what is. Look at those pipes. And there is a Banshee, but I would say in general the other stuff here is not so bad a worry. You just fart on me? Moni, what are you doing? You stinker. The things I gotta put up with here. I tell ya. Unbelievable. Well, I guess you can Dragon Roar. I haven't unlocked Dragon Roar yet. We probably should get that on him. You are also a charger. Boom, 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 boom. No, 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 don't. Mona's the best content provider. Facts. Wow, that militia just got hit real bad. Uh-oh. It's not a good day for you, homie. 4 times torment and a blood parasite. You are not having a good day. If you use an ability, you suffer 8 times 4 frost damage. Each turn, you suffer 4 physical damage. That means you can live for 2 turns as long as you don't do anything. Fire breath. Charging demon step. Not sure who I'm gonna hit here. Probably you, maybe you. Actually, I'm gonna hit you because you have 2 retaliation attacks. Okay, bad arrows. What are these shots? Okay. Ba-da-dum. Range 1. Does this dispel negative effects? No. Okay, you only can charge him. So we might as well let you. Which means you can charge that Banshee. Move you up there and take 2 shots on them. I'll move you over here and take 2 shots on them. A condemn will kill them. Okay, that's fine. That teleportation doesn't trigger. I'm going to move you over here, hit you with the soothing standard, so maybe you live. And then we'll move you back one. Okay. Dagger of the right. Ouch. A lot of ouchies in here. Ouch. A lot of berserkies as well. Including that guy I just healed berserked. Ow. Okay. Well, you've been in better states. Let's see. Wow. 45, and I landed a lot of those critical hits. Can get rid of that Banshee. These zealots do lots of spirit damage. So, you're a flank. You're a flank. Everyone else is good? Nice. No problem. Easy peasy. St. Patrick died in 461. This is over 1,000 years before Martin Luther, seat of Protestantism, was ever born. I don't know what I'm thinking of then. I don't have a clue. What do I know? Nothing. Nothing. I don't know nothing. Let's build a research post. Get that blood glass. Also a mana node. Do we need Imperium for anything right now? I mean, I've just been spending it like it is going out of style. I did talk about building another outpost. I still do technically want to do that. Gold per unit skilled is always good. Vassal's Grant Gold and Tribute would give us 30 gold a turn. Shock Shield and Pole Arms gain 10 experience a turn. Okay, okay. I got to stop spending Imperium. There's a lot of things we want to spend it on. If you guys can sit in the city center, you should. Cool. This I didn't actually realize. Blood Glass will get us Rings of Binding. There is some Fireforged Stone down here as well, but in the meantime, this is +1 defense, resistance, and 10% bonus damage. And what else do we get? Blood Magic, Summoning Undead, Torment, and Blood Parasites. And an extra +5 HP regen on the world map, which is really the best part about it. Our Ruler's leveled up. I want to take Warding Bond, but I think I'm going to pick up Dragon's Roar just right now. Gonna have to get an item forged soon. Vampire Spider Hatchling. I don't know what to do with that, if I'm gonna be honest. I am getting a pact of cooperation from these guys. Perhaps I can dig out some caves up here. Yeah, you also don't know what to do with yourself right now because of this. Really trapped yourself into a corner. I'm assuming conquering a city just means like anything qualifies for that. Vassalization qualifies for that. Steal that draft. Why not? Chronosits gets a level up. Currently you have Comet Breath. I guess that's okay, because we have Cone on our main guy. Now, what do I want you to be? Probably a knight. Realizing you're also costing me a lot of money. Let's give you faithful. 3 gold cheaper. I suppose. And then quickest way down to this haunted graveyard. It's going to be via this. These guys are touching us now, which is good. What's below here? A ruins peak. And this entire area is untouched. There is arcanium ore. There is iron, mana, focus crystals. Okay, let's try not to forget about that, because there's some good swag down there. I'm gonna let that guy just keep exploring, doing his thing. These two broken our alliance. This guy says, I want to be best friends. And this Pirate Cove says, I'm gonna beat the tar out of you. Totally fair. Totally fair. Definitely a better start than our first campaign we had as these dragons. Having a couple of, like, friendly vassal states around us instead of everybody just being extremely hostile and all of the infestations attacking us constantly. Much nicer this time around. So the 3 of you dweebs are gonna keep going down here. Probably should give them like road building, but again, I have a lot of Imperium stuff I want to unlock, so. Again, you want a wizard's bond. You also definitely want my blood glass. I'm not surprised there. Here's the thing, it's like technically we would get along. But again, I have a vision of ruin. So I'm pretty certain every alliance gets destroyed as soon as that happens. Now, do I know that for sure? No. I'll pick up these tranquility pools because we don't have them, and that's 10% off all research. Correction, that's 10% off researching spells. But I'm not researching unit enhancements, so that feels correct. This is a flat 10 experience per turn. So shock units means all my knights would get 10 XP a turn. My paladins would get 10 XP. My militia would get 10 XP. Not that that really matters, but yeah, I'm gonna pick that one first. Also, I thought I unlocked paladins. Oh, one more turn. Stoked for that. Paladins are going to be a great addition into our squad. Now, this guy is actually on top of a bunch of knowledge. This is also all roadways. Is it? No, it's not. But I would take that knowledge dash. A sun priest, tier 2. Nah. But I will say you can just leave in peace. Why not? These guys found some iron, and then I would just keep digging. This guy looks like it's just finding hell on earth. So, we now have paladins. Shuffle. Let's grab House of Charity. Then I do really need this farmstead, so I think I just keep telling myself I'm not going to boost. I'm not going to boost. So maybe I have to just try and hold myself to that, as difficult as it is. Academy, mana boost, wizards. I guess Imperium is what I'm saying I need. So let's grab that, boost you. Make me a paladin as fast as you can. I'll give you a tavern, and I will also boost that town hall. So now they're both tier 2 cities. We are now good, which is nice. Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't really want to use fanatical income, at least until we're much bigger. There's still so much territory I want to grow from. Like, for example, I really wanted this lava territory so I could put a gold mine here. But I guess I can ask a vassal for that, so... Maybe time travel involved with St. Patrick? It's possible. I'm definitely not going to say it's impossible. I guess this is the guy coming to attack us, who we are mostly going to ignore. A distinguished envoy of the Bread Council appears before you and says, we want conduits. All free cities of the bread get displeased, but we get population. I don't really want to build conduits, but I will entertain your requests. Because it will give me better stuff. Archon blood. Okay, this is not a great spot to be. I probably lost that scout just now. Guy's like, I'm glad to see our fates are intertwining, and I'm like, they are? Let's take that Vassal's Grant Golden Tribute. That'll give us 2. Soon to be 3, and then soon to be 40. I'm okay with that. We are order. Vassals are good for us. It's free money. Confirming the Vatican does indeed have a working time machine hidden in the catacombs beneath St. Peter's. Uh-oh. The secret's out. Get them, boys. Yeah, that's that scout dead. Oh, retreated. Well. Boop. And boop. There's a lot of good stuff down there. Where do I want to build this city? Probably right there. That's like the worst out of all the provinces, so 100 Imperium for that. Takes 25 less gold, 1 less turn. I mean, if I gotta wait a turn anyway. Knock out the haunted graveyard. Pick up a crown of accuracy, which is entirely useless. Our items are so bad. I mean, I guess, you know, no item is useless because everything gives us a dragon horde. My first paladin. Doggy paladins. I'm going to want to start just pumping them out. I guess I'll do an academy after that. You're working on a tavern. You can do a market after that. And I'm not sure quite how to bring you guys down yet. You got a level of renown. Personally slay a unit of elite rank. Defensive packs. Denouncements. You got vassalage with sublime. Which is showing me a pretty curious little area. Lot of cool magma down here. Honestly, this Pangea map, it's very good. You should probably go for one of those two infestations on your border. Bridgedale, you actually do need to go for this fleeting infestation now. No, not that one. No, not that one. No, that one. Fractured infestation. Silver. Fleeting fractured infestation. Bronze. Aha. Aha. And you guys are meant to be taking on that Pirate Cove, which you're not doing a very good job of. All things with time. Doggo Paladins seem like German Shepherds to me. Maybe Bulldogs, Mastiffs. Well, I guess everybody is a German Shepherd in our good doggos build. Our purebred doggos. At least I think German Shepherd is what they are. Or what they look like. I gotta be honest, I don't really know dog types. Outside of like a few. I know Corgi. I know Pug. I know Labrador. I know Poodle. That's probably the extent of it. If I've got to be real, that's probably the extent of my dog knowledge. Every other dog is like, that's a brown dog. That's a cute dog. Which, honestly, is probably how we should be determining dog types in the first place, so... Don't lose my knight! Outrageous! Actually, half HP is pretty reasonable. Now that you say that, actually, have a nice day. You have to heal with Cleric's Fervor. Which you don't currently have one available. But you have Bannerlord. Probably should have put everybody else in a position first, but what are you gonna do? Play the game well? Absolutely not. How dare you? How dare you even suggest that? What are we up against? 2 heroes. 2 berserkers, bunny zerkers, and a death stalker. My death stalker's after you. You should have roared on your first turn. Whoopsie. Can't quite get in range. You also should have roared. Wow, this guy is really bad at playing Agent Wonders. That doesn't feel worth it or smart. Nice. All right, you're going to charge strike so that you can step away and put 2 in him. He gets killed on the retaliation if he tries something. If you breathe fire there, you actually don't trigger that. Means you can go here, you can go here. You can actually just take 3 shots on him. Arrow. I think you're okay. Oh, 4 berserks. Wow. Basically, their entire team just berserked. My archer also berserked, which is, well, it's okay. Why they only fired 1 arrow? Oh, my longbow. Flank. Flank. Okay. Steadfast. You've come again. You dare show your face around here, Steadfast. Oh, you triggered a berserk. I better heal this guy. Okay. Ow. Double ow. And burning? No. Flank, flank. Seed of the Demolisher. Nice. Invigorating Helm. Also nice. White Horse Mount. Also nice. You have 3 status resistance. Let's give you 15 HP instead. And then I will also give you Seed of the Demolisher. You pick up a level. We'll go with critical momentum. right, I don't know what I'm doing with these guys. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that vampire spider. He's so far away from literally anybody. Y'all are gonna vibe there. You got that built. You're ready for another NX. Do, 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 do. What was the deal? Build 3 conduits. I guess unlocking silver tongue fruits, not the worst idea we've ever thought of. Vassals get +1 allegiance level when first vassalized. Converting conquered cities into vassals takes less turns. Also pretty good for us. I don't know how Desolations of War is going to trigger with vassals. I think that should be fine. Another invasion force coming in from there. I'm gonna have to do something about these pirates. I dare say we're gonna have to do something about these pirates. Exactly the type of questions the Monsignor advises me against answering. If you could spot a poodle with a traditional haircut, interesting thing is that they were originally bred to hunt waterfowl. Oh, wow. I mean, I guess without its traditional haircut, would it just be like a really long-haired poodle? I guess the short answer to this is, I don't know. Part of me thinks it would just look like a golden doodle. Or it would look like one of those hilarious dogs out of some sort of weird Disney cartoon. So I'm going to heal here. Take on that fire giant. Take on that other army. Why are you... Because of the fractured infestation? House of Charity is unlocked. Let's grab Commander's Call. You're another Pelejandro. So they're going to replace the militia. If I take this from these guys, I'm going to take minus 20 city stability. It's going to be a no for me, dog. Let's build this forester so that we can build the farmstead. And then I'm going to convert you to a farm. I'm going to convert you to a conduit, I guess. Hello. Welcome back. She's like, ah, yes, good to be here. Now, mine's grant +5 mana. This one's going to be clutch. Except for the fact that I don't actually really need mana for anything. You want a wizard spawn? Get out of here, dude. I thought you hated me. Which reminds me. Major war declaration. You're not allied to Curessa. You have a declaration of friendship. That's not an alliance. This gives me 200 relations with all other cities, also 20 plus income. I'm just going to declare this without even thinking about it. A bunch of other wars just broke out up north against Belsaria's Call. So that ought to keep them busy. So that's that away. And her capital is here, the Whispering Waters. Yeah, I think we're okay. $10 a.m. You've already written 4,000 words and taken a 100 question test. That's pretty nice. But you got a 94 on? What, you got the the answers already? I feel like that's too soon to know what you got on that quest. You're going to get your renown, no problem. You're going to get your renown, no problem. You? More significant. You're a prospecting governor. I haven't thought this out very well, have I? I don't even think I have any mines up here. Auto-graded test. Interesting. Sounds like AI slop to me. Sounds like an AI slop test. Look at this little head. Look at this little nose poking up. Hi. I tell you, man. Ever since my partner went away for work, Mona is just in here all the time looking for attention. Which I'm not complaining about. It's pretty darn cute. Volcanoes, hello, welcome back. Day 40 has dawned. A province has been pillaged. Has it? Looks like somebody dealt with it. You want a wizard's bond. You are a reserved isolationist in a defensive pact with Belsaria's Call. You are cool spiderling monsters. But I don't really... You don't really seem like you'd be... that we'd get along. These guys have become bounded vassals, which actually I'm going to pull out from them. And then pull back into here. Right? Pact of vassalage there in 2 turns. Belsarius wants me to take this city. I'd love to do it, man. Flow serpents, astral siphoners, and little magical earthbreakers. They look pretty cool. I mean, that city is chosen destroyers, so I don't know how this works without them attacking me. Honestly, I don't know why chosen destroyers can become vassals in the first place. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright, you guys heal up 1 and take on that fire giant. You got your first legendary unit? Bolstered defense on the shield wall. I guess these paladins must also have, what, bathhouse XP too. 10% extra bonus. Which do be nice. 25% chance of gaining a tier 1 or tier 2 unit that could be produced in a city. Archers, defenders, knights, bannermen, and lieutenants. That's something we're going to want. We also need to learn how to swim, because otherwise I can't kill all these 3 pirate coves. So I guess we're going to have to deal with that too. Getting to see your partner? Nice. Exciting. Be here for almost 7 weeks. It's amazing. Get to live with like a married couple. I love that for you. Very stoked for you. I get to see my partner in like 2 weeks. I'm going to go up and visit. And then we'll go back to living each other. Golden Emperor Lysor the Purifier contacts you. and says, I will also fight for you. This guy is also order and fire. I am also going to accept him onto my team. He fits. He 100% fits what we're doing. Take a rogue stand here. It is kind of annoying with transformation aesthetic that there's basically only so many things you can actually research. It feels a bit foolish. I mean, just build that mine for now. 60 bucks, 2 turns for palisade walls, I guess. And then we'll make it into a city after. If I make it into a city before, I'm just going to want to pump the jams, pump them up. I don't have a lot of militia left. I guess technically all these zealots are worth replacing with pallies as well. $2,000 versus 882. 2 fire giants, 3 pyromancers, and a magma spirit. I'm gonna have to fight this. A longbow. I can make longbows now, though. I'm doing it. Boots of fortune, star blades. Well, you can wear boots. You're working on a farmstead. 10% of my gold income, double food in production. 10% would be 25. So that would be 50 food and 50 production. I do believe that is what's known as a no-brainer. So you picked up Faithful. I'm gonna also give you Zeal. Order transformation for our dragon. He has Zeal. Now he can also take Faithful. So he goes down $7. Whoa! Clifford is no longer a big red dog. Clifford is a very bright yellow dog. Damn. He is shiny boy. He's also celestial, and now all attacks have a 90% chance of inflicting condemn. Wow. He is just... You, like, can't look at him. He's too bright. You want a wizard's bond. I don't make friends with anybody this map. Get out of here. Well, maybe you. Maybe you're a dragon. I'll think about it. We can also make these golden dragons, which are pretty cool. I just love the idea of there being a giant dragon in every single army. Yeah, let's recruit one. $250. Ain't cheap. Oh, we can also get Liege Guard from Itzamores. Liege Guard with For the Monarch. That being said, we have paladins, so we don't really need them. Clifford the Canary, Clifford the Diva. He's a lamp, 3 lamps in a trench coat. Yeah, he does kind of have that going on. He got so shiny. What a glow up. I love how just it cannot handle the rendering of it. I wonder if we should adjust them a little. Maybe give him a... I don't even know if we can, if we adjust any of the paints. I mean, Kronos' hair is also golden, but he is crazy colored. My scouts! Wow! And nothing of value was lost. Like, if I gave this guy a different skin decoration? Whoa. Oh. That's weird. That's what Kronos it says. I don't know, it just looks like he has some sort of weird plague if I do that. I think that's what we had on. I'm gonna switch it to this one. It at least gives him some darker top layers. Yeah, I feel like he looks a lot better with that. Yeah, that's a better... That looks nice. He looks right handsome now, he does. So this defender I don't really need. Other than the fact that this guy has a major ambition for all legendary ranks. But I'm just going to wait until I have a bunch of legendary guys, and then I'm going to cheat that system. Homie, you are sitting on my iron. What do you think you're doing? Get out of here. Ridgedale. Yeah, we're still vassals. All right, up here, Skillet is going to build a... They're also meant to build a farmstead right here, so I'm just going to let them go ahead and do that, because, again, food seems to be our biggest slowdown here. Mine's Grand 5 mana is cool, but, again, I don't really need it. I think I'm going to take that Lure of the Horde. Off you go, Mr. Scout. Now... I do have a wonder here. And I wonder, is it something we can take? We got vassalage of this city up north. Oh. All right, well, we're going to have to stop that. That's a fractured infestation here. And if it pops out anymore, it might corrupt things like this tree, which I should really grab sooner than later. Your claimed province has been taken. Might be that. At some point I have to get this chest as well. It's a free item. Free real estate. We did get 1 quarter wars with major justification, which reminds me, I'm at war. Now, that being said, she has to get through all these fractured infestations if she wants to attack me, but realistically, I do want to attack her. So she came out of this cave with a bunch of units. I mean, it was a really bad idea because, like, she doesn't have enough units here to fight me. Guys, why do I keep losing longbows? So she is also feudal. She is the one actually in charge of the Itamores. So She's an aristocratic feudal. Oh, look at this paladin. Vibin'. I liked how the dragon in the background, its wings came up and it looked like the paladin had giant golden wings for a second. Lay on hands. Smite. I mean, I suppose. Why not lay on hands you? Put a warding bond on that knight. This is like all zealots in this army. Roar to strengthen. And roar to strengthen. Find that one frame, use it as the bot thumbnail. I spend so much time on my bot thumbnails. I have such a system in place at this point. Do I just charge in here? And the answer is yes, but how I go about it is another question. You're gonna summon a spirit hawk, aka a distraction hawk. What are my spells? Monarch's Decree. Commander's Call is 10 HP. Call to Glory is just a bunch of morale. Let's probably get rid of that. Put Commander's Call on here. Oh, spell backfired. All units are teleported 3 hexes in a random direction. That's not the good. That's not a good at all. Oh, Mamma mia, Papa Pia. I cast that because these guys are all zealots, so they all have zeal, so they all get the strength. Now, also, I have a bunch of berserk units over here that have no way to get to the enemy, so I'm going to stab myself in the back a bunch. I think I probably should have taken this auto resolve. Now, that was my bait summon, so that's okay. But now what happens? 4 berserks. All the berserks magically went away at the beginning of my turn. And you might be wondering, well, why did that happen? And I would also be wondering the same thing. All these longbows have cool longbow shots they can take now. like that. Tasty longbow flanks. I guess let's just cancel your retaliation and hit you a bunch. Debuff you. Paladin, go this way. You go that way. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Tail swipe. Actually, I shouldn't have done a tail swipe, but... well, what's done is done. That's a flank, that's a flank, that's a flank. You don't have killing momentum. I could second wind and hit that guy, but honestly, a 59 damage flank against the Bastion is sort of too good to take up. I can't believe I'm going to do this, but you're going to walk into this electrical cloud. You're going to champion heal him and ward everybody. I mean, these guys are at, you know, they're at charge distance, so they're not going to do that much more damage realistically. What do you do, man? Do you flank him? Do you go over here and heal him with Cleric's Fervor? And then allow this zealot to come up in defensive mode? I guess so. Why is Snowstorm active on this? This is not a snow map. Snowstorm should not be active on this map. Slip away triggers. And he gets killed. No? At least not yet. Wow, my hero lives to fight another day. That's beautiful. I'm going to let you take that. And then I'm going to let you take that. A couple of holy dragons up in here. You have sprint, so you can charge him, get a kill. We'll move you up here and you can smite. My archers are so far back they can't hit a damn thing. Well then, spoke too soon. You know I want it. Crit? Oh. such luck. And he misses. All right, shoot him with a bow. Should have shot him with a bow first, because that would have let that guy get a another run. Oh, yeah, really? That's not good. Nice. The backfire of that spell was they healed for an extra 20 HP. Massive morale break. I'm not going to take the instant win here because honestly, I think we can run down all these guys. Oh, 4 charge characters. Like that. That was also a whole bunch for Fuel the Fires of War. And now we just got to save up 1 more ton and we can found a city of bread. One might even call it a bread city. I have a golden dragon and a longbow to bring down here. I need a road. I know I'm saying I got to save up some Imperium so I can found a bread city, but I also like desperately need a road between these guys. Where are they going? Are they gonna go underground? That feels like a stupid choice. Let's get this bread. Make that paper. Lionheart, I didn't see you sneak in there. I guess my notifications are not working today. Thank you so much, though. Welcome on in, Raiders. Good to have you. How do we get a second dragon ruler? We actually just got one through random event, basically. It is a ruler from a previous campaign. He is a Pantheon ruler. So if you turn that on, you can actually just go like recruit from Pantheon. And this is like every campaign we've ever done on the channel. So like I could get this guy, but if you recruit this way, it's like 600 Imperium. It's crazy to do this. And if you just get lucky, sometimes you'll get rulers reach out to you to say like, hey, I'm an order ruler. You're an order ruler. Let's do order. Let's kiss. And in this case, that's what happened. We just had a cute little kiss. I need to keep building, guys. I'm making $200. Make more knights. That's what we need. I'm also going to make an item forge. And I'm going to rush that house of charity because it's going to give us a huge buff. 45 food. And I guess 45 from there. Does it show here in multipliers? Minus 23. Which is not actually the percentage it said it was going to be. 10% of 225 is not 23. So I don't know. The math has obviously got something going on there. Let me guess, you all want wizard spawns with me because I'm a real cool dragon. No, I forgot to buy governance training. No, I spent all my money on an item forge. No. Uncle Andros, I failed you. Oh well. Always enjoying the content, Jenkin. Thank you so much, dude. I'm glad. Always a pleasure to have you all over on the YouTube side of things. One last thing for this class, game design documents. Usually between 20 and 400 pages, depending on complexity. You have 40,000 words written for the class, but it's a lot of the game design document is going to be translating concepts into single cohesive vision across like 25 different documents. Yep. Welcome to writing a thesis. It's a lot of jerking around. So you're going to get a dragon. You have 2 longbows. You have 1 longbow. So you're going to get a longbow. You're going to get a dragon. I guess these zealots are going to hang out here with this defender to guard this outpost. And then... Oh, you're pretty close. You're pretty close to becoming a knight. But I bet you bottom dollar I need a tier 4 city if I want you to become a knight. Where'd that guy go? Did you kill it? NPC army from Bridgedale, who I asked to defend my home? Did you kill that rampaging army? My heroes. Incroyable. I do want to look in the Altar of the Forlorn. How big is it? Altar of the Forlorn, where the long forgotten goddess of reason was once worshipped. Timeless oblivion has effectively killed her. A shrine is built inside. You wipe the dust and cobwebs off, and it belonged to the god Karima. Your presence involuntarily feeds the dormant eternal flames, which in turn animate her decayed followers. 1,000 points. All corpses are resurrected as phantasm warriors. All defending units suffer berserk for 1 turn. I think we could do that. Can you not figure out how to explore? I don't know. You're a knight. You're coming down here. You are founding a city of bread. You 20 more grievances against players with an opposing alignment. You're good. You're evil. You're evil. You're neutral. You're evil. You're good. You're good. 4 major justified wars is not gonna be easy. It's gonna be complicated. You got flourishing vassalage. Oh, I can integrate you. Which, I guess now that I'm building a city down here, I'm gonna need a lot more to do. Baby steps. Thesis, this is a 100 level class. I feel like a game design document is not a 100 level class. Maybe that's just me. Like, that's a pretty major document. Now, it's all going to be undead in here. So if I take a bunch of things like paladins, the City of Morn unexpectedly demands you share the wisdom and lore. No, mastering magic is a journey, not a destination. Wow. He realizes that there are no shortcuts to mastering magic. That's pretty cool. We unlock Heroic Stand and our next tier 2 book, which is Tome of the Bacon. A new hand touches the bacon. Hear me and obey.
Righteous glory. Such things may spread like a holy flame, bringing the light of truth.
I might as well start locking stuff at this point. You got yourself an item forge. How many turns do I have for this conduit? 16. 16 turns. You know what? I could probably build that at the outpost pretty easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. So I'm going to put another mine here. Because I'm fat off money right now. And I'm mining up this city. You've also gotten big. I could pick up this blossom tree. Even though there's somebody on it. I could also build a farmstead here, or I could build a farmstead out here. I could also get your quarry. What do you need boosted? 2 foresters. 2 quarries. 1 quarry. 1 quarry and 2 farms. Three farms boosted. Bum 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 bottom. The library. You got bonded vassalage with these dweebs. I dare say you're getting the tar kicked out of you, sirs. You maybe try to beat up that fractured infestation? You know, I don't know that I need to go east in order to stop these guys. They appear to just be getting fractured to death. Her city is being sieged. I'm not sure what to make of this. Golden Dragon does spirit damage? Yeah, it does. You do spirit damage. Yeah, a little bit. You and you, you and you. You're too wounded to go in there. Alright. Okay, that's getting to be a problem. I want to take this Altar of the Forlorn. Give us a nose underground. Hear me, O bacon, and obey. Not writing an MMORPG. Most of them over 100 pages are MMOs. I imagine an MMO would need a pretty beefy design document. Doc, hello, good morning. Anna Spurg, it's going to be considerably longer than one designed for Tetris, yeah. Unless he's one of those classic overachievers that educators say they wish their students were until actually having to deal with them. He is always in here bragging about how good he's doing on his tests. So it does maybe sound like it. And we know he loves puns. PhD thesis has 69,000 words in it. Boofy. Big boofy. Vampire one of the default rulers. I think this is actually a randomly generated ruler. I'm almost certain, because she's wearing like magma shoulders and her characters are called beefy lightbringers. It's just like, she's really all over the place. I allow all the different types of rulers. So I allow like my Pantheon, I allow the like officially created guys, and then I also allow for just like generic random made. So like this is Pantheon, this is official, this is official, this is Pantheon, this is official, this is generic, this is Pantheon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Someone we haven't met on the map. Dear God, there's someone we haven't met on the map. A House of Charity here is not as good, because this place only has 50 gold. Versus the 200 plus that the other place had, so... I guess I'll build a bathhouse. If nothing else, it does give us morale. What's this? Because I have order affinity, I can hallow the altar of the forlorn, laying any revived spirits to rest. Receives phantasm warriors fall apart not long after they manifest. Fading souls is active. All corpses of defending units are resurrected as phantasm warriors, which die after 3 turns. 50% chance. Or $200. Hey, that's not all defending units are berserk on the first turn. We have 10 morale. 10 morale sucks. All right, screw it. I'll take the free one then for 50% chance. And order crisis. Yeah, this isn't such a fun fight anymore. Oh, Reapers. What do we got? A monk, an arcanist, a bone wyvern, a pyre templar, and a reaper steeker, reaper, creeper. Cool. This is like the broken temple and the shrine in the center of it. That's pretty sick. It's pretty sick, bruh. That right there, bruh. Pretty sick. I think I'm gonna have to hit Chronos hits with a warding. Or warding bond. Just too far in? Nope. Brrr. Brrr. All right, babies. Do I shock the Reaper first, or do I go for you guys? 34 and 3 versus 46 and 3 versus Fighting Polygon Team. Well, the stems are pretty hard today. I really don't want to put my flank against a Pyre Templar, because it will do a lot of damage to these dragons. I could burn and drop a comet. Pyre Templar and the Reaper is like way more what I am concerned about, though. They do all the damage. So perhaps that's the key. Perhaps the real Pyre Templar is the friends we made along the way. What's wrong with me today? Check the skin decoration. Nice color scheme. So many custom rulers that I've never seen the light of the game. I'm thinking of disabling. Thinking even base game rulers. I had that for a long time, and then I just decided, why not let them in here? If it's just my custom rulers, I feel like it's a bit repetitive with how much I play. Oh, this is not a lot of damage, man. This just ain't enough damage, man. I think I'm gonna do this. Believe it or not, I'm distracting a Pyre Templar. That is not a lovely smite. Probably should have moved you in first. Might as well make it that mage can't do anything of actual value. You fellas. Why, you can go in here. I think I'm just going to put warding on. Now. He's condemned. He's condemned. He's not. Why do you have spirit weakness? Oh, you're undead. That makes sense. Okay. Resisted the finger of death. There's a reason we took that warding. Pyre Templar comes in and goes, boom, big AoE, burning Pyre Cloak. Super rude monk. 30 damage, 18 damage. Oh, that's the hawk. Ba-da-do, dee-dee-dee, da-da-da, da-da-do. One, two, three, four? It's range 4, right? I could hit those 3 with a fire breath from here. Take the monk blow. It's not gonna do anything. That's big damage and a condemn. Are you in defensive mode? I don't understand. Can you not be flanked? What way are you facing? Oh, you're facing that way. So I could fly behind you for a flank, yes. 30 and 6. I could also tail swipe you, both for big damage. Looks like it would be about the same amount of damage. So let's just do that. Ready, Daddy. Condemn. Get him, Spirit Hawk. Now, I'm pretty sure if this guy hits me, Fire Cleave. So, if I attack you with him, he's going to all retaliate. If I attack you, you're both going to get hit. Can't really do anything about him, but he's also not really that big a concern. So let's just take this. Knock out a few Pyre Templars. Well, and then you, young man. You might as well just go into defensive mode. So, boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 flank. Phantom Warriors rise up, but honestly, the Phantom Warriors aren't that bad. They're still not great, though. Compared to a Reaper, though, I will take them any day of the week. From downtown. There's a flank. There's a flank. There's a Spirit Hawk. I'll just do that. Terrifying Gorge, one of them. Okay, okay. Spirit Hawk flank. We're gonna go for him. Now he's flanked by the bow, though. Which feels a bit better. 18 damage or smite for 20. Let's do that. Because now you can move and finish them. And then if I'm lucky... What way are you facing? Every direction? It does look like every direction is the answer. So I'm going to smite you. And then 1, 2, 3. I think the Cleansing Flame from the Pyre Templar destroyed the Reaper and the Bone Wyvern's ability to reanimate. Though I can't say that for certain. Regardless, with the resurrected priests resuming their sleep of death, for now, you may inspect the altar of Forlorn. The temple to Benarin contains many age-old relics. The god of victory must have been... I thought this was a temple to Kyros or something. The history is told in engravings in stone that covers the walls. The holy light shines down on them, and Kingsblade appears. Your battle rekindled some of Benarian's divine power, and you can claim Kingsblade as your prize. Whoa. That slaps. While adjacent to the wielder of Kingsblade, gain 20% extra damage. Dude, that is an excellent item. 10 alignment and 54 Imperium. All allies get increased morale. Get less than a turn of knowledge. Or get a bit of gold. I'm going to take the good alignment and the Imperium. And then once I have this added to my city, I should be able to turn it into a secret temple. In theory. Now, you're meant to go there. I think? No, I think I screwed that up. Paladin, longbow, knight. Bannerlord. Get rid of that militia. What else do you need? Second longbow. Zealot, longbow, paladin, dragon, doggy. Longbow, militia, lieutenant, bannerman, charge guy. Knight. Get rid of that militia. Excellent. Armies are getting upgraded. Slowly but surely. Gambling options. Good thing educators cheat these days and get AI to grade papers. Man, I have a friend who's a professor, and he told me today that like he really saw the first evidence of like major AI brain rot, where he was like, basically he did a test. In one of his tests, he has like a bunch of cognitive things that are like problem solving questions, and those ones were all solved fine, but then he has a bunch of questions that are basically just straight up memorization of definitions, and he says there was like a notable about 15% drop in just memorization of the most recent class, which is not great. Pick up experience leader on this guy. Basically did a thing and was like, oh yes, the kids are in fact getting dumber. Now I could switch you out to something, Obviously, a Gilded Shield and a King's Blade is a pretty baller-looking outfit, but I think that's what we're going to put on our next hero, because I do like you being a charge homie, and we just unlocked another hero. That being said, we also have Lyzor the Purifier available, who is an Ascended Pyromancer. He is a holy angel who vows to smite the wicked. Ah, man. What's also sick about him is he gives us access to thralls, which means the pit of pain. We could sacrifice thralls and get world map casting points. But I already have one Pantheon hero, so... We have a defender who's a scholarly governor. I did want a nautical governor. Recruiting governor ritualist, nautical governor elementalist, scholarly governor steward, defender Isabella the Wall. I mean, obviously you would be really sick. Kids yearn for the mines. New hero for the new sword. Yeah, I think I am just gonna do a dog. We can get Lyzor down the road. I'm like, you better believe she is getting dripped out in gold. I almost want to give her this helmet. I think I'm gonna give her... Ooh, maybe I'll give her the Knight's Helm. You know what? Actually, I think I will give her this helmet. And I want you in gold, baby. We're gonna go for this one. That is dripped out. That's as dripped as it gets. Is she riding a mammoth? Is she riding an eagle? Obviously with exemplars, that's basically what she is an exemplar. All right, you're sold. Let's reset whatever these skills are. I will give you 15% XP, but you're going to be a shield bearer. Initiative order with... Zeal. And let's give you offensive vanguard since you have the King's Blade. Right? The Troll King Governor. I always want to use the Troll King Governor, but I never do. It truly is the forgotten governor. A rivalry. Don't know how I feel about that. Now, I am in a position where I could split my armies. This is where, generally, once you have 2 and 2 armies, I'm willing to split them. Not really beforehand. Only way it's more drip if it was dripped in caramel and nougat. Facts. Facts on facts on facts. Boom. Cataclysm effect. Just love the trolls. Me too. I want to do a campaign where we do the Giant King artifacts and we get the Troll King and just give him an army of trolls. I do just want to do a troll campaign. I want to troll everybody with a troll campaign. I guess that's what I'm saying. River trolls, swamp trolls. That sounded like someone just declared war on me. I say, sir. Clifford has been called to war with the Hallowed Court. Well, but now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to take this. My armies are prepared. My armies, full of swag. Your armies, really lame. I guess we'll put Chronos in charge of this city. Now, before I spend all my Imperium boosting this, pillaging, mines grant mana. Roads are fast. I love roads are fast. That counts as conduit. No, it doesn't. I mean, it does count as a conduit, but it didn't count as a conduit. You know what I mean? Fine, I'll get road builder. If you're gonna be like that. Flowing fields. Somebody said Panini Press. Last time we had to name a city, and I thought that was pretty funny. Hey, why have I lost access to Arcanium ore? Well, this isn't good. That won't do it all. That won't do at all. So let's see. We're gonna get chaplains in 3 turns. So let's get you a paladin for now. You have a Masonic Hall coming. I did a quest to get all these quarries, and then I was going to turn them into gold mines if I could. But I don't know that I can. Armory requires 2 foresters. Ooh. Ew. Buff and healing spells grant 30% crit. What buff and healing spells do we get? I can remember. Condemnation and Fan the Inferno as debuffs. We have Inspiring Chant, Heroic Stand, Might of the Battlefield, Anthem of Victory. So order is definitely the way to go for this. Yeah. I figured. Okay. Next city, Bunsburg. It's a pretty good one too. I like that one very much. Alice in Wonder Bread. Oh God. Where were you guys when I needed all the bread puns earlier? That's a hero name if ever I heard one. Honestly, I might take this charge character and rename her Alice in Wonderbread. Because that is just an absolute 10 out of 10. And she is a lady dog, I think. I don't really know how to tell. She looks like a lady dog to me. All right. Lady Alice in Wonderbread. Are you a lady dog? Yeah. I've never zhuzhed her up, but again, I really just like what she has. It's this real natural look. It is, quote unquote, a vibe. So you're going to enable a road. Oh, thank God. Just in case there isn't a road there. Now there is. Amazing. You can get up to the oven. You can get up to the oven. Look how fast we can move. So we're going to come through. Actually, yeah, let's just go full speed. You're gone as far as you can, but that's okay. You're gonna come back and just sit on the city while you wait for whatever's being built there. Hilarious. They're breaking their defensive pact after she's been dragged into war. Yeah, this fractured infestation. What's very confusing is it's not even showing the like red infested territory. It's just terraforming all my land. You know what? I think I'll pop down because it's right next to the cave. I think let's pop down and just get rid of those. Hey. Didn't I have this tree? Did I not take that in the end? Maybe I didn't. I was going to raise this city, but that is going to be an evil act. But also they're chosen destroyers, so... I don't know how to feel about anything. You guys got to figure this out. This is a disaster over here. Four movement, 10 movement, 10 movement. Well, I mean, I guess get as close as you can. There's your paladin. I think I am going to take this conduit. Come on, that doesn't count as taking a conduit? Are you kidding me? Why does that look ruined? Hi-ya-ya. Well, then make it a smelter mine, because smelter mines are better for us in every way. Guys got a longbow. Mineral extractor gives 5 mana and 5 gold income. Scales off of lava improvement points. There's an item. Like, there's a building I never see in the game. Sure. My production in this city is, yeah, really bad. I have 1 quarry. Lots of growth, though. You need like foresters. This is also infected underneath with astral barons. Huh. Huh. $700, $400. What about Ruin's Peak? 900 points. Three longbows and 2 heroes. And hidden traps. If a unit moves over them, they will be inflicted with bleeding for 3 turns and reveal the trap. I probably don't want to do that yet then. I don't know why everybody likes us so much. Oh, I guess I'm fighting a major justified war is why. Raising a city evil? Yeah, imagine being evil. Yuck. It's definitely not our vibe. In this campaign. To be clear. You're infected. You're infected. Everyone's infected. Charlotte would be Alice in Wonder White. Assuming Alice in Wonder White isn't Australian only. Oh, like white Wonder Bread, Wonder White Bread? Is that what it's called there? It's just Wonder Bread here. And it is Alice in Wonderland. I can't think of where white fits into this at all, honestly. This sounds like one of these nonsense Australian things to me. Next thing you'll be telling us that the bag is just full of toast. And you actually need some sort of weird Australian toaster to turn it back into bread. A desperate flea from Morn. Oh, Galendal is losing their war to Morena. Who's Galendal? Oh, you're losing a war to Morena? Denounce Morena and get flourishing vassalage. Give them a Lightbringer. Tier 2 battle mage. Train a longbow for them. Block my growth and production for a turn, but also get good and also give them population. Or tell them good luck. Let's give them a Lightbringer. I have infinite mana. And I don't think you're actually in any real trouble. Most of your troubles seem to be... I thought they fixed this. Fractured infestations are not meant to turn things into sand anymore. Underground. Because sand is not meant to go underground. Which is kind of funny. Like, you think sand would be everywhere in the underground, but... Chaplain, unlock... Coming into the faith, conjure divine beacon. Let's lock that and take that. You 3 kings. Knock that. Out on the floor. Ooh. Wow, that's quite a good shield. Currently, I have a gilded shield. This is a hardy Aegis, so instead of 30% chance to gild, it's plus 5 HP and nullify. Enemy units adjacent to this unit suffer disrupted. And all adjacent friendly units get plus 3 defense. Shield wall. Which I think the gilded shield also does. 30% chance of gilded or guaranteed disrupted. I'm going to take guaranteed disrupted and plus 5 HP. It's ever so slightly better. Yeah, all of this territory is also sand right now. reach the pit of pain. What's this place like? Isabella the Wall is apprehensive of the screams pouring out of the pit of pain below, but subsequent laughter stirs her curiosity. She discovers a spectacle within. A pain bringer instructs her acolytes in the teachings of pain. They pinch, stab, twist, and slice each other open. Blood gushes out from their self-inflicted wounds, and euphoric screams from their throats. All right, Slanesh. The pain bringer, embellished with blood splatters, grins with eager delight. More willing flesh? You deviants should be ashamed of yourselves. I mean, 90% chance of an order. Your words hit the mark. The opponents are burdened by shame. All defending units have Curse Eater and Pain Bound. They gain morale, lose negative status effects. We don't inflict negative status effects, so that's not really an issue. All defending units are condemned. There is a Pain Bringer, 2 Warlocks, and 3 Pursuers. I'm sure I have to fight this, but I'm willing to give this one a shot. Isabella the Wall, more like Isabretta the Non. Oh, with that nullifying? Non, because of the nullification? I see where you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Well, I guess we'll see how good she actually is at this. I have no backline units. Which is not great. Well, yeah. At least I can shut down some of the guys in the back. How much of an issue are you? I'm gonna go ahead and say a pretty big one. I think I am better off killing all the ads before going after that pain bound. Now, 70% chance of backfiring. Nice! We backfired, but the backfire was everybody heals 20 HP. Gah! That was a nasty flank. I'm sorry, do they all inflict torment? Tormenting projectiles. Ooh. I need to move next to this paladin. I think I'm actually going to go like that. No more opening up my flank. How about you can go there and you can go here? Yeah. Snowstorm active until the end of battle. Here come the curses. Maybe I shouldn't have went in on this fight. Definitely gotta say that the jury is out. 28 damage on 2 retaliations. 38, 46. If you attack him, then you're flanked by them. This guy's morale is crashing. Do you always end? Do you have like defensive expert? Oh, you have hyper awareness. And watchful. And you heal? I can't kill you because I didn't bring any ranged units. Yeah, I've wiped. I've wiped. %. It's okay. This army isn't really like critical. And I mean, I have to build a crypt to bring back that character, but I didn't realize that they had lifesteal. Which is a pretty big whoopsie. Pop. The only unfortunate thing is these guys were all really high level. But they were also all tier 1 units, so again, I'm not really going to get upset about it. All right, homies. Yeah, you still get all your gear. Crypt. And I guess a mint. So I get to rebuild you, which is fun. Longbow, paladin, chaplain, for sure. Probably double knights. Well, no, actually, she's a wall, so probably 1 knight and a 2nd paladin. Yeah. Yep. That's the plan there. Okay, Chronos is leveled up. Hell, it's about damn time. You're kind of all about charging, so I'm going to make you a knight. Don't need any of those. Don't need to go down that road. Rip the drip commander. Well, she's back already at least. The rally? I could probably get good stuff out of the rally. Next rally in 2 turns. Yeah, I can actually get aspirant knights out of the rally. Which are like my units. They wouldn't have bath mints. I don't know, man. Is it worth it? I don't have +2 rank upon recruitment. And I don't yet have Covenant to the Faith. So I think they just come in at like recruit. Honestly, this city's got such crazy draft that it's like kind of just better off just letting them go. Oh, you ran all the way back there. That's not a good idea. Don't want to go down that road. You guys actually got kind of beat up a little bit here. There's no dragon though. Excellent. Halo of Necron. The drip commander gets even drippier. At the start of each turn, 90% chance of inflicting weakened and becoming strengthened. Now, all you guys can just go right here so that you heal in Sublime's territory. This guy no longer is getting absolutely pummeled by those fractured infestations, so he should be able to spend his mana repairing nodes. What you can't do? Oh, I don't understand. Why can't you auto scout? Oh, because it's an artifact area. Your ruler has leveled up. You're gonna get weakening aura? Nope. You actually were meant to get Saints Fervor so that you could get that stuff. Did I build you wrong? It would appear to be that's the case. Does it matter? What are you going to miss? +3 defense, 15 evasion, and resistance and status resistance to all friendly units. This is kind of your entire purpose of being. Am I using Cleric's Favor very much? No. Am I using it sometimes? Yes. Do I have a free reset? Yes. Keeper's Mark, sell it. Take that defense. Grab that early on, and then we'll go down this tree. Grace, Shield, Immortal Saint. I don't have Roar. Oh, well, whatever. We'll figure it out. Rivalry ended. Message received. I like that infestations aren't showing correctly. And by like that, I mean I do not like it. I also don't like that they are ruining all my provinces. My poor little homies. 900 and 600. Okay. I'd like to pillage some of this so that the Rallying Throne can give more stuff to Skillet. But I guess realistically, I'm just going to destroy this whole city and then I can absorb whatever the heck I want. Which is the more reasonable option. So you made a bathhouse. Your production is really bad. You have no quarries. I saw this quest for the stupid conduit. I do. That would count as that stupid conduit. All right. Oh, and there's a Forsaken Cave. What do you mean that doesn't count as a conduit? A wave conduit doesn't count as a conduit? I'm getting a real fed up with your bull right about now. I don't know why I decided to become Italian in that moment. The Circle of Zealotry would actually get us less production. I guess a House of Charity would get us a bit of production. So I guess that's what we're going to do. You built a storehouse. Do you count as a conduit? God, there we go. Gain a bunch of mana. Gain a bunch of knowledge. Gain a bunch of gold. I'll take the knowledge. That was not worth the price of admission, let me tell you. Swap all of those back to research posts. Okay. Fractured zone. Oh, Eldritch Sovereign Zereth Nox. That's one artifact. That's two artifacts. Didn't we discover the location of the third artifact already as well? Or am I hallucinating that? I must be hallucinating it because we would see it looking like that on the map if we had. All right. You. Get up here. Our Fireforge is back, so we have the Rings of Binding again. You want a Wizard's Bond. You're evil. Oh, you're in trouble. You're in real trouble. What kind of units do they have? Mana addicted with magical wards. So lightning, fire, and frost. Not so much. Dormant guardians. They're all sun priests. So they do spirit damage. Shock damage. And this is a gloom striding vampire. Okay, so spirit damage would be okay. Leash guard would be good. Bone dragon probably not so much. An awakener. An iron golem would probably be good. Another awakener. Maybe an aspirant knight. Pretty much 6 units, so that's like another stack to add into them. It's all my money. I hope that's enough. Ain't no guarantee. Getting the achievement for having one dragon of every flavor. I think that is one of the very few achievements I am still missing. I'm comfortable not grinding for it. Yeah. It's kind of tricky because it's the obsidian dragon and the gold dragon you can only get if you're good or evil. So you either have to get one through a rally of lieges, or you have to get one through like going one alignment and then like purchasing it, keeping it alive, and going back to the other alignment. It do seem like a bunch of jerking around. Your vassal is under siege. Just curious. So you produced a mince. I most absolutely want a merchant's guild here. So we might as well queue that up. Okay, you're dramatically winning this fight at the moment, though. They do have 2 other stacks to add on afterwards, but you have another stack reinforcing in 3 turns. So as long as you don't screw this up, computer. Your favorite thing to do, I know. What's in the rallying throne? A fire giant and a bunch of demi-giants. Really? Puny Slayer. This unit deals 20% damage to units that are not large. Huh. Well, I mean, I have a bunch of dragons. Do knights count as large? I don't think they do. A 1,000 points is not that hard to get to. So I could probably take that rallying throne without that much difficulty. You kind of need another turn to heal, so I'm going to let you do that. Can't have a whispering stone anymore. You get Supreme Vassalage in a single turn. All right, I'm going to prep to integrate them then. The Padiner Press. Get some militia barracks. City's in a bit of a weird spot. Do that with Dark Souls 1 and 2. Both those games have an achievement that are, yeah, you might be here for a while. Yeah. I mean, I love a good achievement hunt. Don't get me wrong. But it just ain't my top priority. There's a handful of achievements that I haven't gotten in this. Some of them are also like, just like play a campaign map more than twice, like beat it one way and then beat it another way, and I got no interest in that. I hate the campaign maps enough as they are. The last thing I want to do is play them twice. No offense, campaign maps, but also kind of offense. Why stop tracking all these quests? Okay. Noted. Isabella has leveled up. Give her resistance. Covenant of the Faith. I do want Blessed Souls, so let's grab Divine Beacon first. We can start casting Covenant of the Faith on basically every one of these cities. Spell has backfired, but I couldn't see what it did. That's fun. I like that. The text was just like overwritten. Okay, Skillet. You built something, so let's build you... No man shipyard, I guess. $26.25.
Yep.
You've become a pain. Become a pain in my backside. I'm gonna need to undermine the walls here. I guess onagers. Thermopolis. Okay, well, now we know where his capital is. This guy, I got a kind of a feeling is sort of off by his own over here. Which is some danger. You can annex more provinces. Too hard to get to that smithy. Could go for that pit of pain. Yeah, I mean, I guess why not? I could also take this mine from them at the cost of 40 Imperium. I do love mines. I could also not spend 40 Imperium and just integrate them next turn. And then trade it for free. What does this give us? Mana per research post in city's domain. Counts as a research post. You know what? You are going to have a lot more access to research posts, probably. Because you have all these ruins. I was going to build you a sea guild. And I might still, but you could also potentially take a research place. So I'll leave them with the pit of pain if that's the case. Wouldn't mind reaching down to these guys. Did they come across here? Ridgedale, I don't know why you won't expand in that direction. Right, I need foresters. All right. I'll take them. With that note, we can also free city up you. And we'll integrate them next turn. Surprised that only like 1.5 of all players have the Gray's Tactics achievement. Can't be bothered to do the campaign map you did. It's the Fire Nation Druid Goblins killing everyone. Yeah, yeah, I think I had an achievement for that too. Which was just like beat this map without making friends. And there's a couple of them. There's like, I think the 3rd or 4th campaign map in the main story is also one of the achievements is just like beat that in an absolutely insufferable way. Which like it deserves an achievement, but it's also those kind of achievements are why I'm not going to go for an 100% achievement run. But maybe, I don't know. You know, I say this, but who knows where my content will lead me. I might get tricked. All right, you're gonna be integrated. Your annex empire annexes Harperton. This city is very mad. Well, a scholarly governor will work really well here. I'm confused. Did this city have no buildings in it? Like, I guess we'll start with a tavern since I have minus 100 city stability. Something I have never seen before, dare I say, in my life. Everything's in ruins because of that pirate cove. Wow, you guys are doing really bad. Alright, can you boost this little paladin for me so I have an army to fight these guys? Thank you very much. Boy, I really don't want to waste my time fighting this. This was not my intention. Ow. Oh, you're a chaplain. Less. I'm not used to you guys. Healing prayer. Here I am lining up all my units as if they're still bannermen. Shoot you. Charge. Schmote. You like how I punched a hole there for my cavalry to get through? That was pretty good. That was pretty good tactics. Oh, Berserk. I almost forgot that you existed. Bump. Rope. 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 Oh, might as well use lay on hands. Morale is very low. It tries to run. Charge. You unlock one free archer. with geometric crystallization. Not really the archers I was hoping that I would create with that ability. 700 points. But I guess we can sit here, heal for a turn, and then wipe out that infestation. Now, this is a mess over here. I don't know, man. Figure it out. You guys are sieging. I still have a lot of money coming in, so I might as well keep recruiting. Sure. Cast a couple covenants of the faithful. This frog homie with a bloody orb is ready for recruitment. He's a level 9 elementalist. I mean, a level 9 elementalist is pretty good. I'm at hero cap for 16 turns. Ah, that ruined my gold vein. I'm gonna have to pay a bunch of mana for that. Thankfully, mana is meaningless. Yeah, you really are gonna sit on writing for a very long time. Why is this still fractured? But this is not. All right, dudes, you have got to do something about that fractured infestation. It doesn't really feel like the AI knows how to deal with fractured infestations at all. I don't know if it's like the auto-resolve just destroys them, or they get screwed up because of the transformation as part of it. But I feel like if you're playing on a fractured infestation map, you can kind of just like sit back and watch the AI get buckled. Tall frogs look really good. I'm impressed. They were meant to be frogs that look like humans. That was sort of their idea. Need to finish watching those Jagged Alliance 3 VODs. That was a good series. Jagged Alliance 3 was really good. Map 3's achievement is beat this map with no tricks. Just destroy everybody in a fair fight. Yeah. Which is a slog. It's like smash your way through, what, 6 other rulers, all with different elementals. This run is endless mana. Last one was endless gold. Yeah, I guess so. It does kind of got that going on. I'm worried about, like, can Harperton actually rebel? During the siege of Mosaicorum, a group of captured citizens are presented to you. A group of distraught halfling constructors who tried to escape through the underground sewers. Our scouts found them. They might have some useful information. There is 8 defense left on this city, so weakening it by 6 won't do anything. So I'm just going to say plus 20 good alignment. You captured my island. Well, you're going to have to die now. You have a size 25 city. Are you nature? You're Materium in nature. Yeah. I guess that tracks. All right, hold on. You got a Merchant's Guild. Build a granary. You got a militia barracks. Build a stonemason. Whatever. Shielding Charge Cloak. Tier 4. 10% magic damage. 3 status resistance. That is a very good cloak for a wizard. You're going to need another knight, which I can't afford at the moment. There's the city of Hallowhall. I somehow got 2 tranquility pools, it said. Morn has been captured. Not only is Morn captured, but they failed to do like any damage. Despite having over 1,000 more strength than they did. We're getting in one of these funny spots where suddenly we're getting hit by a lot of things I can't deal with. Morn was always gonna... We were always gonna lose Morn eventually. Like, it's literally on the other side of the map. I just threw a Whispering Stone in there and said, have fun. These pirate coves are an issue. These infestations are an issue. I have 2 pirate coves off my shores. I have all this garbage terrain. How come this is still Astral Barrens? Resource nodes in this province become ruined. That's not correct. This also should not be Astral Barrens. Now, I can't repair things as long as there are guys sitting there, but... Arcane Institutes. What are you? Pirates. You're having a change of heart. You said, I thought I was a steward, but maybe I'm something else. What does steward give you? Protector? No, you're definitely a steward. Your destiny will be fulfilled. Arcadian Falls. Cool. We have breached this. You're ready to start annexing more stuff. Great. What do you currently have? A research post and a quarry? There's a fishing ground down here, so I think... Oh, that's also under infestation, though. There's also a fishing farm over here. I think I'll get that, because at least it's on Moreno's border. So, if I attack you... This is a 25 versus 24. This is going to be a heck of a fight. Teleporters are available. These pirate coves are attacking us again. Well, I mean, if I trade this for Morn, I'd be pretty happy with that. We got Watchers, Astral Siphoners, Mimics, one hero, the Prim Sanguis. Not a lot of melee guys. Though, Lord only knows what those Mirror Mimics could do. Let's get in there. Do we do the combination of both runs? Starvation and poverty? Never seen humans that look like our froggies? Just weird, tall-looking guys? I mean, I think that might just actually be me. Now, do you guys have a triple ability? You have Psychic Gaze. Yeah, but it's got insane range, so... Roar. They're all good. The center is kind of open. Which is an interesting choice. Right, I forgot to give you Roar when we rebuilt you. We'll go Paladin, Dragon. Oh. Put you there. No Bannerman on this side either. So I'll transform into Paladins. Probably one of the worst case scenarios. Oh, Affinity Tesseracts. Are these guys architects? I didn't even know, considering their entire army is astral creatures. Yeah, I guess they are. Wow, you are almost dead already. Okay. I am concerned about these ballistas. But I think in the grand scheme, probably one of the smaller concerns. Not to say we're not going to hit him. Never seen me without the filter. When the brain just starts going jibbledy-jobbledy. I don't like this. These guys have this stupid precognition phase. I hate this unit with a passion. Are you immune to flanking? No. don't know why they didn't give me a flank. I think I'm going to have to bomb Alice in Wonderbread. No. Go for them. That's the key. All right. Over here, we got a bunch of mimics. Longshot has cooldown of 2, so it's actually not a bad idea if I want to do something like try to long shot just some stuff down. That's a 57. You know what? Take that. Sorry. So dang close. Absolutely. You need to have that marked removed. I got a lot of different options here. Let's just only fire every 2 turns. In my brain, they were once a turn. All right, I have to at least start shutting some of this down because otherwise I'm just going to be like sucking up a lot of lightning bolts. I think I have to do that to get rid of you. I think I'm going to choose to do that. Here I have an option of either like 3 attacks or a discern weakness. I think the 3 attacks might be the better option. You could fire breath those 3 if you wanted. I think this is just attack. Should have hit him with a charge strike first. Cancel that defensive mode. Blink Eldros. I have a lot of great options here. Surprisingly little damage, but it does help shut down that Watcher. I'm gonna put 1 long shot into that. And That would be negated. Second long shot into him. This is a tough siege. Huge merked there, mental merc. They're gonna heal up that lord, okay. The paladins, of course, can heal themselves. Paladin mimics, I should say. Oof. Pretty minimal damage here. Oh, the berserks. I forgot about them. The ballistas are going to come back online this turn. Excuse me. So we do have to take that into some consideration. I think I'm going to try to Terrifying Gorge this guy. 66% chance. Sadly, it did not work. Did they summon another one of these Astral Tesseracts? Oh my god, they did. What do I have here? I mean, they're just going to stay forever locked in eternal combat. That precog is down. Can't kill that, so you might as well go for the character. Trigger your slippy boots. Yeah, I hate it, but Ballista's gonna come up and be an issue otherwise. I can long shot him, but it's very little damage. I don't know why that's only doing 19. 48, and that's doing 19. What's going on? That's not the right number. He has no extra defense. Archer Battlements or Vantage Point wouldn't give him anything. Why is he taking so little damage? All right, well, that's really dumb. Annoyingly, I think these guys are just going to be stuck here fighting these dweebs as well. I could go for that. All right, well, it's another ballista down at least. I think that I can fly down here and heal you. There's just so many things that can do a load of damage to him. 30, 46. That's also going to get a hit. That's also going to get a hit. This could theoretically get a hit. This is 25 HP. %, crit chance here. Oh, there we go. That helps. Alright, if that's the case, just take that down. We got rallies. Ooh, double critical hits there on that from the archer. That is bad news for that charger. Most of these guys are retreating. That's good. He just goes 1 and 1. These guys duke each other out. These guys duke each other out. Oh, no. Actually, he's moving backwards. Okay. That could have been a lot worse. You were digging? You made a trench? I'm digging it. Love a good trench. I'm gonna move you here. Get rid of that. That's all I can do. Oof. 65, double shot. All the way. Debuff. All the way. 90 shot. Stunned? That's no good. Heal him. Hit him. Double hit him. Fill him with an arrow. Other guy. Shoot the other guy with an arrow. Chip, chip, chip away. I have catapults this turn. I should use them. Miss. Little flank. You're an architect. You're an architect. 2 turns. 3 turns. Zealot, zealot, zealot. Zealot, zealot. Again, I don't know why this guy is only taking 19 damage from a long shot. I'd really like to know why this guy... Oh, because 7 shields is not 7 reduction of damage. They changed this to percentage. Fool I am. All right, well, yeah, that's a flank, so I guess we'll just shoot them. Sorry, that archer was what did all the damage here last time. You're just gonna bonk, but I don't think that's a good strategy. Clifford's looking a lot less red. He's still Clifford, but he is a lot less red. He is still technically Clifford the Big Red Dragon, but he is no longer red. Still big. But now he is very golden. Now he's technically an angel. Or a celestial, I suppose. The big yellow dog. Chris Lauren also, hello, welcome. If you go here... Oh shit, you have a long shot. But he's just out of range. Missed! Every time it happens, I become more and more incredulous. I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried about the well-being of that aspirant knight. And I guess all things in time. Yeah. You know what? Long shot. Long shot. How do you like me now, fish? Smack, smack, smack. Smack. He turns back into a mirror mimic. You're gonna go here. You're gonna hit both of them. Smack. And boy, you're in a dilly of a pickle. I've rarely seen a pickle so dilly-dallied. Hear me out. There's a reason for that. The reason was that. But I'm not sure it's a good reason. Yeah. All right, screwed. Oh, you know what's really stupid? That kill gave me second wind and I didn't use it. Hello. You're just out of range, are you? The polite thing would be to come over here, heal this knight so he doesn't get killed, and then stab this guy in the back. Nice. Okay, he went for him. He broke. You shot that guy for no damage and healed him. Okay. And they got a third hit. Wow, that's crazy. You became an archer and healed for full HP. Wow, are mirror mimics that good? Dong. Do you suffer casualties, though, for being that low HP? You must. Well, at least you hit 2 of your shots at 65%. Just more I can say for the other guy. Oh! If they die a second time, even if they're in transformation, they die for good. If they die in the video game, they die in real life. Noted. Well. Bonk. Bonk. You ain't in range. You ain't in range. Is everybody not broken? Oh, the mirror mimic's not. He becomes an archer again. Wait, now he's dead. Yes. I don't think I need to kill the other two characters. We get a tier 4 hardy plate with bolstering regeneration. Man, that sounds like a great kind of thing for you, who has absolutely no armor at the moment. And a level up. And whatever this is. Keeper's Mark. Don't mind if I do. And Grim Executioner. Don't mind if I do. So there is one more army in here. Does anybody else have a level up before we do that? You completed a major ambition. Legendary rank. You got Rank Slayer. Level of Renown. I have captured you. Troll King Governor. Level 9. How we get a transformation? Is it just the skill? Yeah, dragons get at tier 8 they get a transformation. And then I think at tier 16 they get like a... No, at tier 12 they get another like breath transformation. And then tier 16 they get another elder transformation. So right now we're an order dragon, which has made us celestial. And then we'll also get another... We'll be able to become like an elder order dragon later on. I don't think this should be an issue. But I do have an aspirant knight. I'd let a lieutenant die not to fight that fight again. So, raising it gives us 20 negative evil. Vassalizing it just vassalizes it. Light-footed, elusive, quick reflexes. Architects of Shadow with astrological diviners and chosen destroyers. I guess let's just vassalize it. Doesn't really make a lot of sense for us to just burn it down. Like, we're playing order. Vassalization is basically the answer to all of life's questions when you're playing order. Are you out of movement? No. You are, because he retreated. Okay. That was a hell of a turn. It was a very long turn. We also have an item forge now. It's not really our jam. The Executioner is kind of worth keeping, but I might get rid of it. A Stalwart Crown of Accuracy would be really good on a Ranger or a Mage. I don't want a Mammoth Mount. The Gilded Shield we can get rid of as well. So my real question is can I make a good claw? There's the armored claws, and then there's the war claws. Chrono has a war claw. I have an armored claw. We do have the stuff for spirit damage, which is Rainbow Clover. We also have like 60% Retaliator. Ooh. Greater inflict bleed from blood glass. Damage reflection, spirit shield. I feel like the answer here would be like, I'm never going to use provoke if it takes a turn to use it. Defensive mode, protective wall. All adjacent friendly units get 3 defense and 3 status resistance. What? What? Stone wall. This unit gains stone skin until the end of their turn, but protective wall is actually like very much my jam right now, because I always end in defensive mode. So this is a huge buff to everybody compared to a shield wall. So then it's like, do I want Retaliator? Do I want Greater Bleed? Or do I want, say, Spirit Shield? We can actually get Spirit Shield as like a skill point. We weren't going to, but if I was to put Lesser Spirit Shield on this and then stack the two together, can you get not Lesser, but like Greater Spirit Shield? Get Greater Blight Shield. Well, that's funny. Greater Fire Shield, Greater Lightning Shield, Greater Frost Shield, Greater Blight Shield. No Greater Spirit Shield. Poison. Frozen. Which I guess would just add Condemned. I feel like Lesser Spirit Shield could work. It's like Retaliation, but free. I will need 100 points, though, to make that, so. You want to make a claw for your dragon or change it? Yeah, when we were playing yesterday, we had the wrong claw. We just had, like, the basic melee dragon claw. So this time we took the armored claw, which does give us shield wall. So all defensive units, all friendly units get 3 defense. Compared to that claw, which does... I actually have to look. 3 defense, 3 extra status resistance. Is it worth it? Hard to say. But when you consider that the fact that the map has Berserk on every single fight, I'd say kinda, yeah. I'd have to say kinda. Weapon name, the Baker's Bread Eater. I like it. I like it. Now, again, this is a Vassal who is just like large monster dens, fractured infestations. I don't know if it's any better, like, leaving this here, or if I'd just be better off letting the fractured infestations destroy everything. We're gonna have to stop this cataclysm, because it is outrageous how bad the computer is dealing with it. Domain of Mayhem map? Yeah. We're actually not... So we can't take Angelic Transformation. We're playing Ascetic Transformation. So we can't do any transformations or unit enhancements. Which provides a fun little challenge. Where did this lieutenant come from? Did I recruit him? I did. It's just really funny because the lieutenant died here. I have no memory of this place. All right, well, no. I'll take it. You got some archer battlements. Transformations are the most fun part of the game, so it feels strange. Yeah, it is weird. I'm not gonna lie, dudes. It is a weird, weird way to play the game. You can annex more. Fractured infestation, fractured infestation, fractured infestation, fractured infestation. Well, don't want to go down that road. What trees are here? Oh, yeah, there are some trees. Right, I needed one more forester. Because then I could build an armory. Right. You, on the other hand, grab that farm. I don't know why that has to take a penalty, but okay. I triggered a cataclysm? I mean, I guess it's possible, but I feel like everybody triggered a cataclysm if that's the case. Like, the computer just casts spells non-stop until this goes up. Well, yeah, he did also trigger a cataclysm. You have crossed me, says Paul. $900. Ooh, dokie. So I'm gonna move these guys a little bit down here. I got 266 Imperium. Is there something I'm saving for? Would that be faster than cancel now? I guess it's only -1 turn. I guess we are going to be benevolent conquerors. Does sort of seem like the vibe. Anyone see a fractured infestation? I mean, again, there's all sorts of like weird effects where also the land is not healing. So I don't entirely know what's going on with that. It does feel like water is the safe place to be, because I don't think fractured infestations can go into the water. Yeah, it definitely seems like if you're playing on a fractured infestation map, going coastal is the way to go. What I'm really curious here is if this farm rune builds back into a farm, if it will immediately get destroyed because it's still Astral Barrens. Like if I'm gonna have to get a terraforming spell to fix that. Land is not healing, it's all lava. Well, this bottom part definitely is. Which is not the most ideal. Good for quarries. $26 city. Pebbleton. That's right there. Okay. So that's access to an artifact. We have to trespass a little bit to get to it, but pretty minimally. Okay. I need to deal with this stuff. Paul has destroyed Quentin and he's sieging the Whispering Waters again. So Morena is basically destroyed. Let's move our homies down to the oven. This is a bit of a tight fight, but probably not that bad. Okay. A sharpened hero slayer, tier 3 lance, and a resilient protector. 10% critical hit chance lance with hero slayer. It's only tier 3 though. Chuck it. Chuck it out. I believe this is about to hit fractured infestation. So you need another knight because my knights love dying. Oh, I guess this isn't trespassing anymore because I'm at war. I didn't think about that. We've got an Arcane Institute. You can now build a Citadel. Yeah, sure. Harperton is ready to annex more stuff. Buddy, I am not entirely certain what to do with you. Because everything here is such a suck butt. And y'all are pretty unhappy. Oh, we're at least up to minus 75. Despite the fact that we can't repair any of these ruins. Fish farms, fish farms. There's a fishing ground here. So I guess I'll take that. Yeah, we're back into rioting now. Throne cities and cities that share a border with the Throne City gain 10% income of all types. Now, everything shares with the Throne City, so that's a very good one. We got denouncements, 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 bonded vassalage. This war of ours is tiresome. Here's the thing. I have a major justified war, so I'm getting 20 Imperium a turn because I'm at war with you. That's being pillaged. That's being pillaged. Okay. Seafarer Guild, super broken. Yeah, that's what we're going to put in Harperton, I think so. Have I ever done playthroughs of mods? I actually haven't, no. We've done a couple of visual mods, but that's been about it. New tomes, rulers, hero classes. I noticed you commenting on the Herald of War not being recruitable. Mods fixed that issue. Actually, they fixed that issue in this most recent patch. The tier 4 book of Tome of Chaos channeling lets you recruit Heralds of War now. Which was a very pleasant surprise. That sounds like I'm being sieged. No? That sounds like Marina got killed? No, I'm actually not sure what that was. That sounded like somebody declared war on me. Yes. The dragon who really liked me declared war on me. That makes sense. What happened there? I notice everybody is hating me more and more as time goes on. Are we on a chaos realm? You have 670 grievances against me. This city has been released as a vassal. I have been a thorn in my side long enough. I triggered a cataclysm. Cool. So because I triggered a cataclysm, everybody's getting this, and it costs like 200 to pay it off. Silver Tongue and Rainbow Clover. Take 10% income in all cities. Defensive packs. Covenant of the Faith. Spells are cheaper for a little bit. Were you meant to start one higher? Shouldn't you have started as a vassal, or are you losing 24 allegiance per turn? Here's the glorious conclave. Okay. You there, come back up. Take that knight. We should make sure we don't have any grievances with Paul and with Blint, because they're the only two who can really, truly, madly, deeply get to me. Do I have sailing? I don't. That's the next goal. We're going to beat up these pirate coves. Sail out there, beat up those pirate coves, probably beat up that pirate cove. 11 turns on another person. What do I do with all this mana? You're paid on. You got stuff, you got stuff, you got stuff. Okay, how was Paul's grudges? I triggered a cataclysm, you triggered a cataclysm. We all triggered cataclysms, man. I don't want this guy coming down on me because he's got two really big cities. I'd rather be fighting Paul. No, currently I'm fighting like a lot of people, so. Goal of this run, by the way, what kind of win are we looking for? I want to trigger the Desolations of War, which the hardest part of this is doing 4 major justifications. Because the only way to get major justification is basically having low grievances. So I'm going to have to just stop casting spells. Because if it's $200 for every single person anytime I trigger Cataclysm, that won't do. The rest of this is almost done. I guess the goal is going to be either an expansionist victory or a military victory. An expansionist victory right here would be really easy. Like, just have the Panini press come up here, and then in this terrible wasteland provinces, I could do like bump, bump, bump. Set a teleporter right there, and then like 3 beacons. So I think the goal is going to be to have like one army that's just going out absolutely smashing. Full of dragons and all sorts of high-level troops. The thing is with transformation aesthetics and with feudal, where they like transform and everything, our units should get kind of nuts after a little while, right? Like every single level gives them +1 damage and +5 extra HP on top of their other stats. So I have longbows here with 145 HP, which is quite a lot, and they do 24 a shot, 45 on a longbow. I don't know entirely how that's going to scale up with everybody, but I'm pretty excited to see how it works. Paladins with 150 HP. The idea with transformation aesthetic is basically it starts pretty weak. Well, I guess it kind of starts at like the same level as everybody does, but it's mid-game, early mid-game especially, is really weak because it can't get any transformations. And it can't get any like unit enhancements. So where you could cast a spell and be like, okay, suddenly I do 4 fire damage. Instead, you have to be like, well, I got 4 level ups and now I have 4 fire damage. Well, not even fire damage. Now I just have 4 more physical damage. It is a pure physical build as well, which is pretty tricky. Though it does mean that the few things that we have that aren't like zealots, you know, this is an exalted zealot. It hits for 26 damage. Which is sort of wild, right? Like it gets +2 physical from strong. Actually, I guess it doesn't get that because this is a magic attack. But it still is getting extra damage every time it levels up. And we have lots of weird abilities and stuff, and like Desolations of War is going to give us like an incredible XP spike as well. So I wanted to play around with the XP changes, and I wanted to play with transformation aesthetics, and so that's kind of what this is. I don't know if it's going to be a winnable campaign, but at least we're not getting absolutely suplexed like we did on our first attempt at this campaign and second attempt at this campaign. So I like the start that we've got off right now. We're going to have to continue outwards, push in, push out. We're going to clean up those other infestations, and then we'll deal with the rest, but we're going to have to deal with it in the next video because that's all the time we got for today. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here soon.